Are PDO, PGI, and ECO indeed synonyms for quality? Have you ever wondered about those abbreviations plastered on olive oil bottles and other food items? Do you know what DOP or IGP really mean? Hi, welcome back to Olive Oil Drops, podcast created by Marco Antonucci. I'm Milena. In today's podcast, we will try to explain these abbreviations, their purpose, and if you, a consumer, can trust them. The European Union has adopted a regulation that lays down the rules on the protection of certain food items as unique and typical. There are 3 EU trademarks: PDO, PGI, and TSG. In Italian, DOP, IGP, and STG. For consumers, these trademarks guarantee that food items meet certain prerequisites and follow specified production protocols. For producers and those who sell them, trademarks are a guarantee against unfair competition and possible frauds. In Italy, there are 299 products of protected designation of origin, out of which there are 42 PDOs and 5 PGIs for extra virgin olive oil. This data is updated as of February 2020, taken from Italian Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Forestry website. What is PDO? Protected designation of origin means the name of a region, a specific place, or in exceptional cases, a country, used to describe an agricultural product or food item originating in that region, specific place, or country, the quality or characteristics of which are essentially or exclusively due to particular geographical environment with inherent natural and human factors, and the production, processing, and preparation of which takes place in the defined geographical area. This is definition taken from EU Regulation 510, published in 2006. In other words, Europe certifies agricultural and food products that are entirely produced within a certain geographical area according to production regulations established in the Procedural Production Guidelines. Geographical area includes both natural factors, environmental characteristics, climate, and human factors, traditional artisanal production methods. Together, these factors help to create a product unique to that particular geographical area. Essentially, everything from origins of raw supplies to the production is done only in defined geographical area. What is PGI? Protected geographical indication means the name of a region, a specific place, or in exceptional cases, a country, used to describe an agricultural product or food item originating in that region, specific place, or country, and which possesses a specific quality, reputation, or other characteristics attributed to that geographical origin, and the production or processing or preparation of which takes place in the defined geographical area. Essentially, a product may carry the PGI label if at least one production stage takes place in the defined geographical area and whose given quality and other characteristics are attributable to its geographical origin. Italy has 5 PGI labels for olive oil that correspond to 5 regions: PGI Calabria, PGI Marche, PGI Apulia, PGI Sicily, and PGI Tuscany. All the trademarks are monitored and guaranteed by state-recognized certifying bodies, making sure producers comply with regulations. Certification is voluntary. In Italy, consortia, Association of Producers, have been established to help producers during the production process, marketing, promotion, and certification. It is not mandatory for producers to join consortia. Consortia have played an important role in managing the entire certification process, but often do not have sufficient funds as they are self-financed and often have only few members. For example, Parmigiano Reggiano Consortium is a big and influential one, while PDO olive oil consortia are usually much smaller. There is another label used only in Italy, created by Italian Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Forestry in cooperation with individual Italian regions. Its abbreviation is PAT, Prodotti Agroalimentari Tradizionali Italiani, Traditional Italian Agricultural and Food Products. The purpose is to promote small-scale production linked to a small territory that does not qualify for PDO and PGI label. All PAT products must be obtained by the same traditional production, preservation and aging methods within the defined territory, consolidated over a period of 25 years or longer. In order not to confuse them with PDO and PGI products, PAT products can not contain geographical names. There were 5,128 registered PAT products in Italy in 2019. Products that are already PDO and PGI cannot carry the PAT label. There are only around 30 registered olive oils with PAT labels, so it's quite insignificant. Apart from PDO and PGI trademarks recognized and regulated by the EU, there is a third trademark introduced and regulated by the EU, named Traditional Specialty Guaranteed, TSG. TSG protection does not refer to the origin of the product, but aims to recognize traditional products obtained either by specific production methods or with specific composition. And they have to exist for at least 25 years. A TSG product can be produced anywhere in EU as long as specific production regulations are followed and the product is certified by the authorized body. This somehow broad scope is the reason why TSG brand is rarely used and virtually non-existent in the olive oil world. In Italy, and only in Italy, there is also DICO, municipal designation of origin, given by municipalities to products with links to specific territory and communities. DICO is assigned to products that have no other recognized trademarks such as PDO or PGI. DICO brand was created in 1990 to promote and protect local artisanal food products by linking them to specific territory, local history, and communities. DICO brand certifies products' composition and ingredients and its authenticity to consumers. DICO brand was created to enhance the link between Italian artisanal foods and places they come from. This brand is widely used for olive oil, but unlike PGI and PDO, there is no comprehensive list of DICO products as they are run and regulated by municipalities, so we cannot really know the exact numbers. Okay, so you will say, I understand the differences, more or less, but do all these trademarks bring additional value to consumers? Any product with designated origin is a guarantee that olive oil is made according to specific production regulations that lay down the entire production process. PDO production regulations for olive oil specify cultivars that can be used, usually only those typical for certain geographical area, territory that is covered by PDO. Not all municipalities of a province are included in the same PDO, harvesting time and method, a maximum yield of olives per hectare, maximum oil yield from 1 kilo of olives, level of fruitiness and typical aromas, intensity of bitterness and pungency, color and certain chemical parameters important for that geographical area. These parameters are usually more restrictive than those for ordinary commercial classification. Olive oil is subject to chemical and sensory analysis. If it meets chemical and sensory requirements, olive oil can be bottled and a numeric tag, a guarantee for a consumer that production regulations have been met, can be placed on the bottle. PGI production regulations are similar in content to those of PDO, in a sense, production methods, cultivar, yield, chemical and sensory assessment, but geographical areas that PGI covers are wider and regulations are less restrictive as PGI may coincide with an entire region. Control is more quantitative, let's say, and less selective in nature. But an STG are rarely used for extra virgin olive oil. Decom brand, on the other hand, has a potential in Italy as a perfect tool to protect and promote small-scale local products and link them to the place of origin. Again, you may say, are you trying to tell me that designated and protected oils are the best? Is their higher price justified? The production costs are definitely higher than for uncertified oils. Yields are lower and all the other production standards are higher. Chemical and sensory features are more specific. Certification process is costly. Therefore, it is normal that oils with protected designation origin cost more. Furthermore, there is a guarantee of product origin and production techniques. All the more reasons to believe that these oils should be better. But this is a theory. In practice, you should not trust these labels unconditionally. The bottom line is, use them as a starting point and only as a guide. Apart from European quality schemes that we have just discussed, there are extra virgin olive oil guides published annually that assign awards to the best olive oils. If you have a chance, check them out and see for yourself how many of the award-winning olive oils have designated origin. You will discover the number is low. Well, I'm not trying to convince you that European quality schemes do not bring additional value to consumers, but you should take them as a starting point only. If you feel that this is too confusing and wish to ask us questions, you can do so either by email oliveoildrops@gmail.com, website www.oliveoildrops.com, where you will also find the text of this podcast. Comment space on the podcast platform you have been using and to which you can subscribe free of charge. Thank you for listening.